Welcome to another video on Influential Sports, and today I'm going to be doing my NFL playoff predictions. I'm recording this on Monday, so this is after the Sunday night games, after the Sunday games. But in the AFC, the first matchup you got is the Bills and the Broncos. Broncos had a really good season this year. Surprised that they made it to the playoffs. Didn't think they'll win that many games, but they won enough to get to the playoffs. Obviously, the Chiefs rested their starters since they already secured the first seed. But the Bills, you got to give credit to the receivers like Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, etc. stepping up. They had 30 passing, 30 rushing touchdowns and 30 receiving touchdowns this year. First time a team's done that had 30 touchdowns from each receiving and running. But so I got the Bills winning this game. The Broncos have a good defense, but the offense won't be able to keep up. You got defenders like Nick Bonito and Patrick Surtain, who made the Pro Bowl. Got a Pro Bowl kick returner, Marvin Mims, but I just don't think Bo Nix is ready for this moment yet. The next AFC game you got is the Ravens and the Steelers. I think the Ravens take this one. They split the season series, but I think Lamar is ready now. I think he's going to be more prepared than he was last year. Obviously getting to the AFC Championship, and I think the Ravens can make a deep run again, especially with the defense actually being good, being a lot better than how they started the season. Then you got the Chargers and the Texans. Obviously, the Texans dealing with some injuries that have been beat up most of the year, but C.J. Stroud hasn't looked great. C.J. Stroud should be playing better than this. He's progressed from what he was last year, and I think Justin Herbert and the Chargers, I think they're ready this time. I don't think what happened 2 years ago against the Jaguars is going to happen again with them blowing a big lead. I don't think they'll get that big of a lead, but I do see the Chargers winning this game and going on to the divisional round. Now for the NFC, my Eagles, we play the Packers for the second time this year. We played them in Brazil week 1 of the season. I think, obviously, Jordan Love was injured towards the end of the game, but I think we do get this win playing in Philadelphia. And I think with Love and Watson being injured, obviously they'll be able to play, but they could affect them, especially Jordan Love, if they're able to get to Jordan Love in that game. The Commanders and Buccaneers. Commanders have a really great season. Jaden McDaniels was great. Terry McLaurin had a great season. And they're going against the Buccaneers, who obviously dealt with some injuries, but they still have a top defense. Still got Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans on the offensive end. Bucky Irvin, he's been amazing for a rookie. Definitely slept on. I take the Buccaneers in this matchup. I think the Buccaneers go on. I think the Buccaneers are making a deep run this year. Then to round out the wild card, you got the Vikings and the Rams. I think the Rams win this game. You got Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, a veteran quarterback, and Matthew Stafford. The Vikings have a good defense. Yes, they have a great O-line. Yes, you got Justin Jefferson, who's one of the best receivers. But Sam Darnold still isn't the guy. He still has turnover problems that I guess nobody wants to talk about. That's always been the thing with Sam Darnold. And I just don't think he's ready for this big of a spotlight. And he's going to be exposed in this game, just like how he was in the Sunday night game against the Lions. I don't see the Vikings going far. Now back to the AFC for the divisional round. I think the Chiefs beat the Chargers. I think that's a given. The Chargers could keep it close, but the Chiefs, they're clearly the better team. And I'm only saying they could keep it close because it's a division. They're in the same division, and this would have been the third time they had matched up against each other. But I do think the Chiefs would take this win. Mahomes, obviously not his greatest season, but the Chiefs have picked it up recently, getting their guys like Hopkins and Pacheco back into the lineup. So I do think they go to the conference championship once again. Then you get the Bills and Ravens matching up for the second time this year, this time in Buffalo. Obviously, the Ravens won the first matchup 35-10. But I would take the Ravens in a much closer game to win again. And they go back to the AFC Championship, have a Chiefs-Ravens rematch from last year. I just think Lamar is ready this time. I think Josh Allen, he's been good, but it is a question about the receiving corps. They stepped up in the regular season. Now, how well will they be in the playoffs? Guess they got to carry that momentum going into the playoffs. Then for the NFC, I think the Lions will beat the Rams in a high-scoring affair. It'll be a really great game, but I do see the Lions winning. Then the Eagles, I think our run stops in the divisional if we face the Buccaneers. I take the Buccaneers in that game. They just clearly outmatched us over the last few years, and they just dominated us. So it's gonna be, if we do end up playing the Buccaneers, it'll be hard for me to see us winning that game. Obviously, I'm rooting for the Eagles and want them to go far, but I don't think we stand a chance against the Buccaneers. Now for the conference championships, I had the Ravens getting their get back and beating the Chiefs in the conference championship, so Lamar can make his first Super Bowl appearance. I just think Lamar's been better than Mahomes this year, and I think Lamar's going to be improved come playoff times, better than last year. Then for the Buccaneers and Lions, the Buccaneers also beat the Lions this year, but the Lions match up better with the Buccaneers than the Eagles do. So I would take the Eagles. I would take the Lions in this game. Then for the Super Bowl, the Ravens and the Lions, I think I'm taking the Lions. They've faced adversity so well. When Aiden Hutchinson went out, they kept winning. When Jared Goff threw 5 interceptions, they won that game against the Texans. I obviously had Jamar Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams. Obviously, David Montgomery is injured at the moment, but he had a great season. So I think the Lions are the best team in the NFL, and I think they're winning the Super Bowl this year. So please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below your thoughts, your predictions, who you got winning the Super Bowl. Peace.